So to recap, the last coherent video that was placed on this station, we were talking about the involvement of the U.S., what the involvement of the U.S. should be, and what the involvement of the U.S. most likely will be. Um, most well, before I explain my answer, let me just put it out there. Most likely, um, the the way we're going to respond as the U.S. is going to be one that does regime change. And when they say regime change, they're talking of any action that is to remove Assad. Um, how now? This is not my view. I'm saying this because I understand the economy at a level that I believe everybody else should understand, but I think I might have a bigger grasp on the economy, especially world politics, matters like that, than the average Joe. So, what comes with regime change? Well, let's take. I was again. I was deployed to Iraq, not once but twice. Well, I have missions in the theater anyway, in the twice in Iraq. So, what is the product of regime change in that area? Like, especially in an area like Syria, in an area like Iran, or any other area that, as Mimi Alahim said herself, it does not have a Rothschild state. Um, in order to keep a thriving economy, you need a slave class. You need a slave class. And the first thing, one of our first actions when we put a puppet, if we were to take this action, when we are to put a puppet on the inside of Syria, is to, one, instate a bank that handles all of their money, or take a money from the bank that is either controlled by the Russians or the Saudis, and put another U.S. interest there that creates I guess, a bigger, stronger currency, um, creates a bigger, stronger currency, and two, put a like, you ever seen that movie Three Kings? He says, "My man, no, you notice that a country that has a McDonald's on the inside of it has never really attacked the U.S. I'm not sure if Syria has a place like McDonald's, but I do know they'll have that. And per the order, how we need cheap labor, or how the economy as it is stacked up right now needs cheap labor. I guess that's where it's going to go next. But you know what? Like I said, this is not my what I would want or would like to see happen. It's just because you understand the type of people who will work here, and who are at work. They're evil. They're evil people. They don't care about equality. They don't care about justice. They care about the next latest and greatest thing, how cheap they can get it, and how much power they can control by doing it. Um, a big thing that's happening in the U.S. right now is pretty much almost the same thing. The corporate America is trying to discipline the, yeah, and yeah, I would agree with the SEIU and the ACLU that the big corporates, along with ALEC members and along with members of the Tea Party, who stands to gain from these conflicts. I mean, the Tea Party will never say they're anti-war stuff, no matter what Rand Paul Rand Paul says the rest of the right wing would shut him down and shut him up too, just like they did his daddy. But they're no matter how much they scream at your face that they're anti-war, you're still gonna get a war. Why? Because it does one thing, and that is keep them in control, keep them in power, and keep them as you know as the controllers of the earth as well. They figure themselves. Now, I don't want to seem to be anti anything right now. I'm pro my country building up their infrastructure, competing like real people do, building up their technology and becoming healthy by getting rid of their there's so much our country needs right now other than war. The world doesn't. The world doesn't need war. The world is being reverted back down to a state of barbarism and not in a lacking people who are not intelligent, people who are lacking education because the rulers want to keep control. That is what this is all about. All right, I'll send another one. I guess maybe not, but Uh, so yeah, it's a big mechanism of control, and this isn't stuff they teach you in high school. You know why they don't teach you? They don't teach this stuff in high school, especially and this I'm talking to people in the U.S. Us, us people here. They don't teach you that. Why? Because a thing will awaken in your soul that tells you everything you know that there can be no good from evil. I don't care. I don't care how they put it. There can be no good from evil. There can be no reason to slay one man or another man for the gain of a few. Something would awaken in your soul, and it would cause anger to the point to where it'll cause an overthrow of the status quo. It'll cause an overthrow of the people who want these wars just to keep control. But like the meme says, brace yourself. Here comes all the war propaganda because it's coming. Mark my words.